Hey, race fans, welcome to Pit Party episode 6 on True Sim Productions and Front Row Esports. That's what I said. Six.
I know.
Six.
I did it backwards
Yeah.
first, right? I got to remember the camera's backwards to what I do, right? It's like looking in the
Yeah,
mirror.
okay. And we're sponsored by Tripods in the Wild and Chummy Motorsports. Coming up tonight, we're going to be talking some Bristol dirt racing with our special host, Tanner Moore, and guest Tom Freitas, with a bunch of other guys sitting in there. Carl Lindstrom, Mark Miller. Anybody else? That's about it, huh?
Then we got Ronnie. He's just kind of sitting around lurking, though. He's just lurking right now, Kel.
He's just listening.
Yep.
So,
Bristol,
hey, how's it going, Tanner?
man, it's going good. Going to Bristol Dirt tonight. Wish it was asphalt Bristol, of course, but we're gonna have a good time. Ran the truck sale last night and had a fun race.
And I think by chance that you happened to win that Bristol dirt race last night in the truck.
Well, yeah, kind of, maybe. I mean, the book says I won it, but there was circumstances that allowed that.
That's all that counts. That last lap's all that counts.
Right. I mean,
if you only lead one, that's the one you want.
A lot of drivers will say they don't want to get it that way. I guess I'm a scumbag because I like them any way they come because they're hard to get. They're hard to get.
You had that green-white checker and you just led the last lap. That's all that matters.
Right. It was fun. I'm surprised by that. Going into last night, Wellman texted me. I think y'all are already in practice, and he said, you want to run trucks? I was like, ooh, Bristol dirt. Yeah, I guess, right? Just come out there and try it, and I'll be honest, just using it kind of as a test coming into tonight. I had a blast from practice on. I had a blast. I don't know why,
a lot of fun.
But I had a blast. Tom, you're up here with us, Big Ugly.
Yep.
How are you doing today, buddy? With your flannel on, looking good.
I know. Hey, a little different
with
today.
With a Toyota hat. Love to see it.
Hey, what do you got to, at least it's a Chevrolet hat, right?
Toyota. Yeah.
Toyota. We're not going to go there, Tanner. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to tonight. Had some good practice races and some good A opens this week, so I'm excited. Looking forward to Bristol and Bristol Dirt, I should say. And yeah,
talk to me about that. You mentioned A Opens. Sorry to interrupt you. How have the A Opens went thus far this week?
So for me, the A Opens have gone pretty decent. I expected them to be pretty rough, being dirt, right? But honestly, they went well. I led a handful full laps. I got 3 seconds and one like 10th because I got wrecked. But yeah. So we got a fast hot rod tonight, so we'll be up front tonight.
So y'all have y'all already worked on a setup and everything? I take it, and you feel confident going into tonight with the setup?
Yeah, I've got about 300 laps on this set, so.
Yeah, go ahead and send that over to me, buddy, if you don't care. Appreciate you. I got a total of 0 laps. We're flying in there with a whim. I did have a buddy send me 2 sets, so we're going to try those. But he sent them with a disclaimer and said, I don't know how good they are. Just try them. You're going to work on them. So
the set that I'm running is shared in Discord, so you can just grab that.
Oh, right on. Tom, you keep going a little quiet on me. I need you to get a little bit closer. Put that microphone up there.
It's as close as it gets.
Whoa, he got loud then, didn't he, folks? Whoa.
There we go.
Whoa, we got the sound. Folks, I got a new headset. I'm trying to work out the kinks with the volume. I don't know why it's controlling OBS volume, but, it wouldn't be a Tanner show if everything went smoothly, right? Tom, who else we got up in here? Introduce another guest for us.
Yeah, so we got Mark Miller up here with us, joining us here.
He don't even have his camera on.
Chummy Motorsports camera
on.
Turn that camera on, Chummy. Let's see your beautiful face.
Man, my face has been a little on the ugly side these days.
Oh, yeah. If you have a nickname Chummy, you can't have an ugly face, brother.
That is true.
How you doing tonight, Chummy? And what do you how's your outlook going into Bristol Dirt tonight?
For myself, I feel very confident in this race tonight. Me and Tom have been hitting it up pretty hard and hot and heavy this week, and I have had some tremendously good racing. I've learned to just race the people, and the track will come to you. It's the people you got to worry about because you never know which way the car's going to twitch. It's not the bad drivers. It's what the track's going to give the car, and they can react to it.
Right. Well, so somebody came in and asked Larry Bell in our chat last night. They said, Larry, what line are you running? And Bear summarized it perfect. He said, dude, I'm just going wherever the truck takes me. I'm just along for the ride. So I expect the
Yes.
cars to kind of be similar to that, maybe, right?
Yeah, the car's pretty settled. The car, the cup cars does wear out a certain spot in turn two. What it does, it develops a hole up there, and a lot of guys want to run that high groove, and
Right.
there's a hole that develops up there. And me and Tom experienced that all week long, where we have been taken out. And if you're down below somebody that don't know that that bump, it can get hairy quick. So
Yeah.
that's the thing of it is, this track will give you what it wants to give you in the most inopportune times.
Basically.
Right on, right on. And then I know our last guest that is talking with, I think he's actually out there turning laps right now. It's Mr. Carl Lindstrom, driver number 83. Carl, how we doing tonight, brother, in Bristol? Freaking dirt. Yuck.
Yeah. I just my goal is to just stay out of the replays.
Hey, that's a good point right there.
I
Stay
like
out
that
of the
goal.
True Sim Productions replays. You're the man.
Yeah.
That is great. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I wish I could have got some more practice out here, and I'm gonna try to get some more practice before the race starts. But I don't run very many races on dirt. I think I've ran this Bristol dirt race like maybe twice,
Right. Me too.
since I've been racing. So, and I don't feel real confident on it. So my goal is to just log laps and try to keep her going straight. So, see what happens.
That's kind of my outlook. Just try to keep all the fenders on the car and not kill it and not get killed and not kill nobody else, right?
Yep.
I'll have a disclaimer as soon as we hit the grid. I'll say sorry for whoever I touched, whatever contact I caused tonight. I'm sorry in advance, right? I apologize because it's just unorganized chaos is all it is. And dirt guys, I don't want y'all to think we're just kind of ragging on dirt. No. These cars are not meant for dirt. It's a stock car. It's heavy. It's heavy. I mean, it's not built for dirt. It's built for asphalt and road courses, right? Ovals, road courses, but
Kinda.
it's right. Let's get on the
The
brakes.
ovals.
Let's talk about the brake package we got right now, right? The brakes are absolutely awful. They work one corner, and the next corner you have none. It's
That's why we never work brakes on dirt.
Yeah, if I hit the brakes on dirt, I'm going up
Right.
the track and
right.
going into the wall. So
See now, once the track slicks up, you're gonna want to start using those brakes a little bit.
So last night in the trucks, I was running up front, and I used brakes almost every corner, but not how a normal dirt guy would. Like, how you just try to stab it right and get the car to rotate. I was just dragging the brake the entire time, trying to keep the truck straight, but I was also on throttle. It was really weird. I don't know if I should tell y'all that because it was
No,
fast.
You were doing exactly like I think everybody else was.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you just happened to do it a whole lot better at the right time.
I don't know, but it just I found just using a little bit of brake just kept the truck straight more than anything. I don't know. It was really weird.
Cup cars are the same way.
yeah, I'm
Just want
drinking
to let
through.
you folks know. Let's put folks. Tanner was the worst person right now to talk about it last night. He got on, and his first thing was, "Folks, I'm sorry out here, guys. Man, I don't like riding dirt. I apologize right now." Okay, he qualifies up towards the
And
front.
he stayed up front all night long.
That's
Night
an anomaly. That don't happen. That wasn't supposed to happen.
And then the only thing he didn't do like he normally does, he did not smack talk anybody. He was just like, guys, I don't know what's going on here.
And
He was honest about that. He didn't know what was going on,
Right.
but he did good.
Shouldn't have been there. I don't know how. That was my first thing I said in the booth. I was like, I don't know how I'm here. I don't know how this happened, but it happened. Right? It was cool. It's cool to win Bristol Dirt. That was awesome. Kale, what's our first segment we got for today? We're gonna throw it back over here to you. That way we can put Toilet Tom on the spot afterwards. What's our first segment, Mr. Butler?
Well, we got our first segment today is going to be 30 laps.
No, you goofy. The show segment. I'm so glad we got
The
that
show.
on.
Oh, the show segment.
I'm so glad we got that recorded live. Yeah, the show segment, goofy.
Show segment. Well, what? I don't know. What is our first segment tonight?
Everybody only has a script, I don't know. Our
Script,
first
I don't
one,
know what that
I'll
is.
help you out. Cal. It starts with a T, and it's about Toilet Bowl Tom.
Oh, Toilet Bowl Tom. Let's talk about Toilet Bowl Tom.
Oh, track
know.
facts. Tom's
Let's
track facts.
Oh, right back.
Tom, hit us with it. Bristol Dirt track facts.
Yeah. So again, like we've been saying all over this entire show, we are at Bristol, right? We're at the world's fastest half-mile track, except the big elephant in the room. We're not on asphalt. We are on dirt. So it's dirt. I mean, not a whole lot to say about it, other than cars be slip sliding around. It's going to be a lot of fun. And one thing I'm kind of looking forward to before we get into the rest of the track facts is with the updates now in iRacing and with dirt now actually flying around the racetrack when the track starts to get dusty, you're going to see a big cloud of dust forming around the track tonight, which is going to hinder some visibility later in the race. That's kind of going to be fun. But yeah, so at Bristol Motor Speedway tonight, constructed in 1960. Track's been on the NASCAR circuit for a long time.
Tom, I'm gonna guess it was $600,000 to build it back then, huh? Just a random guess. Am I
Random
right?
guess? You're kind of right. Yeah.
We had a quiz about that earlier.
I mean, earlier he guessed, what would you say, like 2.5 million?
I think I was in like the 4 million range. I can't remember. I was in the million. I was in the millions for sure. I can't remember what I said.
Yeah. 600,000. Like, think about it now. Like $600,000 to build a racetrack. That'd be awesome. They'd be everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like literally. But yeah. So, yeah. I mean Bristol dirt, and so you think about Bristol and dirt, right? How much dirt do you think it takes to, get Bristol to be Bristol dirt? What do you think?
You talking about like the mound of it, like where they go get it from? Like
Well,
how high do you think I think it'd be?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna guess 14 feet. What do you guess?
14 feet. I'm gonna say like 50 feet.
Yeah, big.
Tonnage?
Big,
Well,
big.
we should be
did you just
guessing
give us
like
the answer
cubic
that
feet
way,
or
though?
cubic
What
yards.
is 13 feet? What? Or was that Carol? We were quizzing each other about Bristol facts, just random tidbits that they found. Carol, was it you that said 13 feet high, or was it Tom?
That
No,
was
it's
me.
the corners. They banked them are 9 feet high on the bottom of the track, so they could reduce the banking down to 19 degrees in the corner.
Okay. Folks, I was trying to put stuff together just listening. I swear I thought
Yeah.
Tom said something about a 13-foot mound or something like that.
So to give everybody a visual of how much dirt it takes to, fill Bristol. Well, most NASCAR people drink, right? So you all know how big a keg is, right? Tanner, you know how big a keg is? Everybody out there knows how big a keg is, right? So it takes 149,851 kegs to get all the dirt in to fill up the track to race.
That's a happy track.
That's a lot of kegs.
It's a lot of beer
Think
drinking
about all the
before they fill
beer
that
we
track
had
up.
to drink to do that, though. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. It's a lot of beer we had to drink.
I do agree.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got for Bristol dirt. I mean, it's good old Bristol. This is just got good old red clay on it tonight. So
Lines. What lines are we running? Last night, no
Lines.
low line qualifying, right? But as that track started to wear, you had to chase that cushion. That was one thing I liked about last night. You could run the bottom, but I felt like I was faster chasing that cushion all night.
So and tonight's basically going to be the same thing. I did notice in the A Opens that guys that had their car set right, you can, once the track slicks off, you can go in there and make passes on the bottom. I mean, we had a lot of 3 wide racing in the A Opens.
Yes.
And it was going on for a few laps.
I just want to say I don't want 3 wide on asphalt Bristol. Sure enough, don't want it on dirt Bristol. But I feel like you'd almost do it.
Remember,
Dirt Bristol is Dirt Bristol wider? I feel like
Bristol is wider.
I feel like we're racing on. Okay, I thought that last night, but didn't know if I was going crazy or not. I feel like it's wider.
It is wider.
Yeah, the new configuration of Bristol dirt is a 50-foot wide racing surface.
Yeah, because if you notice, have you noticed what's missing on the wall, the Bristol dirt? What's not there?
The wall?
On that thing, it would be the safer barrier.
Safer barrier is not there. Bristol dirt.
Oh, I figured it was just because they went down because you can use the apron some, right?
Well, that too. You can use
Right.
the apron, but the safer barrier is gone for Bristol dirt.
I suppose
Let
that
me
didn't
tell you,
cause like
it's
public
been-
uproar just because they took them out, right? I'm really surprised about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 50 feet wide, and I'm gonna need all 50 feet.
I need 55 feet,
I
brother.
need 53 feet.
Yeah, I
for
need
being honest.
55. 55. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Bristol Dirt. Even the circumstances that happen, I'm still not a fan of Bristol Dirt. And talking real life side of NASCAR, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I think it's they took Bristol, a track that you used to have to fight to get a ticket for. Yeah, attendance was kind of falling off, right? We went many years in a row where you had to buy your ticket a year in advance, and if you didn't get a ticket, you were put on a waiting list. And I got my first ticket after waiting 3 years to finally get put on the waiting list, right? So that's how tough it was to get a Bristol ticket. Attendance slumped down, and they decided to put dirt on it, and attendance is still not very good. Go to a dirt track, right? Go to a dirt track.
I mean, the one thing about putting dirt on Bristol is it gives all. I'm not referring to NASCAR, right? It gives all the local short track racers or the grassroots, dirt track racers, right? They can come and race at one of the most prestigious racetracks in the world as far as short tracks go, right?
Yeah, but to race at Bristol Dirt, to even get in the show, your local street stock guy spending probably 30, 40 grand, right? Because everybody's coming out there. So I get that part of it, but why not go to Eldora? Why not go to another dirt track? That was always my question. Why take Bristol and make it something that it's obviously very, very quite frankly not? It's not a dirt track, right?
Well, but Bristol started as a dirt track, though.
Yeah, I think most tracks did, but
correct. Correct.
I think it's the room. I think it's the room of what Bristol carries compared to an Eldora. Yes, you have some of your biggest shows.
No, I think it's just because SMI didn't own Eldora; they just happened to own Bristol. I think it's what it was for real. I think they didn't.
You gotta.
They didn't own Eldora, and they said, "Here, we'll go Bristol." Ken, what's your thoughts about? I feel like you're pretty level-headed. What's your thoughts?
What's my thoughts?
We're talking real NASCAR too. NASCAR going to Bristol.
I still think Bristol Dirt was just a bad idea from the beginning. I never liked it. I'm in the same boat. It's like, why not pick a track that's already dirt, like Eldora? I mean, they had that first truck race at Eldora, and it was awesome. Of course, they don't have the grandstands to fit as many people as Bristol, but hey,
Nashville Super Speedway didn't either. They brought in so many portable, transportable bleachers at Nashville Super Speedway, and they dressed it up so much that, like, watching on TV and even seeing pictures of people at the track, like, it looked real. Like, it looked like, oh, look, they built these stands for Nashville. No, they're gone now, right? I drive by that track, they're gone now. So they can do that. That's an option for Eldora. Think about the money. Think about the money they're spending to go to Bristol to put all that dirt in there. You think Bristol's paying for that?
The same way I feel about the Coliseum race. I mean, how much money do they spend?
Easy. Yeah, Tyler, you are right, though. You are right.
Turn that into a racetrack. I mean, that's got to be in the millions.
You're right. They should have took that to, if they wanted to go out west, go to Irwindale, something like that, right? Something that is already for them, because, and not only are they using those millions, NASCAR's the only one using that track, and they use it for a weekend, and then they tear it up, and it goes back to a football stadium.
Yep. At least it just seems like NASCAR is spending millions and millions of dollars to make a couple million.
They're dropping millions to pick up a few $100 bills on the way, right? Yeah. That's just the best I can describe it, and I don't get it. Tom, let me hit you with this. I know you're a NASCAR fan. Carl, obviously you're a NASCAR fan. North Wilkesboro coming back for the All-Star race. How cool is that? And I'm gonna say it right now. I don't know what the show's gonna be like with these cars on that track.
I think personally, it's gonna be a lot of fun. North Wilkesboro has a lot of history in the NASCAR community. I mean, we have it here on iRacing. We've done a lot of racing there on iRacing with it.
One of my favorite tracks on iRacing.
I love the track. It's got so much character. It is just so unique. Each.
One corner you're climbing a hill. One corner you're climbing a hill. The next corner you're going down the hill.
And by looking at it, you wouldn't think it put on great racing. But I mean, most of the racing we've done, whether it was in the late models or the tour mods, whatever we've raced there, we
can go too wide there in late models, super late.
We've had a lot of good racing there, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
North Wilkesboro has a high groove. Like, you can run the high line there. You'll see sometimes the leader who don't have to run the high line, he'll be running the high line. So
It's going to be fun.
All right, folks, we're going a little bit longer today, but that's fine. I want these shows to be a little bit longer. We are going to go into practice probably a little bit because now it is time. We got 2 more big segments left, but for right now, it's time for one of my favorite segments. Guess that track. All right, I need all my peoples in here that's in the pit party with me to come over here and view my screen. I am going to have 3 images come up, and you will have to
No
guess.
Googling, Tom.
Yeah, it looks
No,
like
I have the comments up. I'm watching the comments.
Oh,
People
thank
Oh,
you,
okay.
thank you for that. I needed somebody to start doing that. Thank you. What do we got in
I've been-
comment land first?
Let's see. We got 42 Racing. We got Tripods in the Wild. We have Kingdom Racing, and then we have that Serby dude.
He's a loser.
Yeah, we have him. So
Right on. Well,
So-
shout out to the boys for watching. Serby.
thank you to all 5 people watching. Appreciate it.
Right? Hey, don't say that. We love those 5 people. We love them.
Hell yeah, we do.
Guess that track time. Make sure you're watching my screen as I'm sharing it over Discord. Play along in the comments. Oh, Toilet Bowl will be watching the comments live. Hey, I'm going to let y'all know I forgot the track I picked. I did it 2 nights ago. So I'm kind of playing along with y'all here. I'm not going to guess because I will eventually get it. But until I click this eyeball here and see it, I can't remember what track I picked. So, all right, y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's
Yep.
get it.
Oh,
Obviously,
easy.
it's an oval tonight.
I know what it is. Can I guess?
It's a paper clip.
Aha.
What is-
Easy. ISS.
Wait, what's
Super
that?
Speedway.
iRacing Super Speedway.
You are incorrect. I knew that's what y'all would go to.
Yeah.
I knew it.
USA.
No, USA is too small. Anybody? What's the comment saying?
Everyone's saying iRacing or Coca-Cola.
Nope. I knew that's what y'all would go to. I knew it.
Yeah.
Off this picture right here, I knew that's what y'all would go to.
Yeah.
It's not. Incorrect.
Go. Okay.
Timeout.
Uh,
What makes you think it's iRacing Super Speedway? Let's go this route first. What makes you think that's ISS?
The
Not that
long.
picture.
Yeah,
The
that story
pit
was
road
not long
does.
enough for ISS.
Yeah,
You're right.
The paperclip threw me off. The paperclip picture.
What track? Oh, someone said twin ring.
No, it's ISS. I just wanted to keep
I was gonna
tricking y'all.
say
It is.
it's ISS. Like,
But-
come on.
But
cheater.
does it look like that right there? That paper clip? That's
Yeah.
kind of. Is it a paper
That
clip?
looks just like ISS. Yeah.
Yes,
Is
it
it-
is a paperclip.
But like Kev said, so this second picture, the straightaways don't look that long, right? Like, look at that. That don't look
That's the
like
picture that gave it away to me.
because
Because of
you,
the pit
you see
road.
the
That's how I knew. 'cause of
Yeah.
the pit road.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
I
you would
think
have
the
showed
only
a
other track
corner,
that has a pit road entrance like that is
Pocono.
Pocono. Well, yeah, or Indy.
Yeah, in Indy.
Right.
Yeah.
So
if you
Indy's
would have
got an
shown,
entrance
if
like
you would
that.
have shown the corner, the banking would have gave it away
right.
Yeah.
Right.
in the ISS.
Yeah. Y'all get that one fairly quick. I didn't think y'all would get that one quick. I had to milk that one a little bit. 'Cause y'all went too fast on me.
So earlier, so just so y'all know, earlier Tanner texted me when I was at work, and he's like, "You guys are gonna have a really hard time guessing the track. You're not gonna get it." I think we did a pretty good job on that.
I
tonight.
think comments beat
Yeah.
you though. I think they beat you.
Comments,
I don't know.
Dutchy 1010 was pretty quick on those comments.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chris Carroll, he's awake
Yeah.
and alive out there. Folks, if you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Helps out a ton. If you're on Facebook right now, I want you to stop everything, quit looking at my beautiful face, and go and hit that share button. It's the spider web effect. Somebody that don't even know about us will see us from your page, and it helps us out a ton. Hit that share button, hit that thumbs up button. Thank y'all. And Tom, now we're going to see if I lied in my text message. It is now time for Who is That Driver? Now this one,
Who's that driver?
I feel like it's going to be tough. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be tough on y'all, but I feel like it should be tough. Talked to this person some today, and he thinks it's going to be tough. So let's get our timer up. Make sure we get our question or our hint up. And we have kind of changed the format a little bit thanks to Mr. Tripods in the Wild's very own Kyle Wellman. I'm going to read off the first 2 hints before I start the timer. Then I'm gonna let y'all debate, think about it for a second. If you have a guess, and then next two, so on and so forth. All right. So y'all got the rules. Everything got good. Tom's over playing Candy Crush on his phone. Not
I'm
even
trying to
listening.
get the comments back up. I lost them. So.
Not even listening. He's an old man, but he don't know how to work his freaking iPhone 4.
I know, right? Okay, comments are back. We'll go.
All right. So, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
This driver is currently outside the top 20 in the point standings. This driver has at least started 4 races thus far this season. As your 2 minutes has started. You want me to keep reading and guesses?
Keep going.
In those 4 races, this driver has 1 top 5 and 1 top 10 with the best finish of 5th. This driver is known to help others with PC issues. Sadly, that includes myself as of late. This driver's one-time home track is a relic that NASCAR decided they wanted to go back to.
Oh, I know who it is.
This driver now resides where they do everything just a tad bit bigger in life.
Can I say it?
This driver represents the team in front row. In total, their team name is 8 letters long, 9 if you count the space. This driver's paint scheme for the last bit would make old Bill Dance proud. And this driver has 6 letters in his first name. And 2 of those letters might be one and the same. 55 seconds. What do you got, Chummy Miller?
Michael Wood.
Incorrect, and that is truthful. 45 seconds. This driver has 6 letters in his first name. 2 of those letters might be one and the same.
Ronnie Morrison.
Ronnie Morrison at 38 seconds, 35 when I got to stop. So Ronnie Morrison was who's this driver? Bristol.
I had a feeling as soon as you said about the home
doing everything.
North Wilkesboro.
Yep.
I was like, wait, Ronnie. I was
Ronnie.
like, I think, and now he's texting me. He's
You got
yeah.
it. You got
I
it.
was thinking Ronnie when you said he tends to help people out with computer issues.
I
And the
thought
computer,
that would be an
yes,
easy one too.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make
Yep.
it where like number 5 is fairly easy and number 10 is fairly
Is
easy.
fairly
and all the
easy,
other
yeah.
ones in between, I don't really sort out. But those I
And the
try
thing, Ronnie knows nothing about computers. That's
Right,
the
he's
sad
just-
part.
right.
He's a
It's
hacker.
like he does it for a
He's
living.
hacker.
You know what I mean?
Right. All right.
He does his computers like he does his tracks.
I mean, the best part is he's in here right now and he can't
Right.
talk. He does
He's
have
in here,
to,
but
so-
like his mic's not on right, so he can't. He hears us, but
yeah, but he
just-
can't talk.
Right.
It's-
All right, folks. Let's cruise on over to the driver spotlight portion of Pit Party, hosted by Tanner Martin, Tom Freitas, and Cal Butler and Carl Lindstrom. Who Carl has been pretty quiet this time. This Pit Party. I think he's turning laps, but this week's driver spotlight.
I think Carl needs to take over the driver spotlight this week.
I don't know if I sent him the script. Did I send you the script? Oh, you can read it on my screen. See if Carl pays attention or not, folks.
Got it here.
We'll put him on the spot here. But anyways, this week's driver spotlight. We'll see if Carl wants to chime in. But it's Elliott Drummond, driver number 33, and I've had a run with Elliott. Scotty Stevens had a run with Elliott. A few of us have had a few run-ins with this driver. But the one cool thing about it is we've talked about it, right? That goes a long ways if you talk about it. I got wrecked twice at the Coliseum, both for a win. One out of a heat race, one out of a feature race, right? So I had bad blood, and I acted upon that bad blood. But I will say, since then, he's raced me with nothing but pure respect. So this week's driver spotlight is the number 33 of Elliott Drummond. I was going to say he's the driver of the Ford, but I think he has a weird like Honda Civic. I want to say something like that.
Yeah,
But
he's driving
Lindstrom,
a
yeah.
Honda Accord paint scheme.
Lindstrom, you're on the spot.
Yes,
Driver
sir.
spotlight, Elliott Drummond.
What do you want me to read that?
Yeah.
You already read it.
No, I didn't.
So
I
yeah,
read part of
so-
it. You can skip down here. Just verbatim
okay.
it.
So picking up 2 race wins already this season, which you already covered. He won the season opener at Daytona,
Yep.
and then he run at Circuit of the America, COTA. So, and he was definitely one of those guys at COTA that was in a class of his own. I don't think anybody had anything for him. So we were all running for second. Where a couple of us were running for second. The rest of us were running for about fifth. So
how impressive is that too to be fast like that on a road course? One at super speedway. I think anybody can win at super speedway, but I can tell you for certain not everybody can win at Coda. I think the toughest track we'll go to all season long. Your takes, Carl?
Agree. Yeah, no, I think he's a great driver, and we've ran around each other a little bit, and we seem to be racing clean and give each other a lot of room. And
right
he's one of those guys that I feel I can trust and run door to door if we have to with him, and not worry about getting hit or anything. So
I think like we said with LA the first night Coliseum, you had to almost smash the pass, right? And he said he noticed that we were fast, so he wanted to just get in front of us. New league, you don't know everybody, right? You don't know how everybody is, so he's coming in with kind of a chip on his shoulder. He's used to winning every league he's in, and I get that, right? I understand that. Not me personally from experience, but I understand that in front row, I mean, there's some competition up at the top half, right? So he did have a few run-ins with us, but kudos to that guy because we talked it out and we squashed it. Now I feel as comfortable racing around him as I feel racing around Carl Lindstrom. I'm more comfortable around him than I am this guy I'm gonna pull up. Okay, all right.
He's right. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Still owe you from Nashville out there. I still owe you from Nashville Super Freeway 2 seasons ago. By the way,
this has been going on like 2 years now. We need to squash this at some point.
Oh, we can. Oh, Daddy can squash it for you. Don't worry. We can take care of it. You just let me know whatever track you want to be on your lid at, and we can make it happen.
All right. Where are we at in the tour mods next week?
Oh, no. We're going to do it on Friday night.
Not at that track.
Oh.
We want to make sure that we kill your season. Speaking of your season, Tom, we were putting the points together. 27th, I'm 14th, Mark Miller 12th, and look at Lindstrom sitting P4. Give him a round of applause. Sitting P4 with a very, very impressive season. Tom, you're the floor in 27th. We'll let you go. You have the floor, excuse me. Talk to me about your season thus far.
Look, it's been a rough season, honestly. It's just been getting caught up in other people's messes. Had some internet issues in the beginning part of the season.
Yeah.
I lost power at Coda. Someone hit a telephone pole across the street.
That was probably a blessing in disguise from the man upstairs.
Well, I mean, it was going to be probably my second best finish of the year if I just kept it on track.
Well, Tom, you're 27th in points, so what would have been 18th? I mean,
well, yeah.
I'm just playing. That was rude. I shouldn't have said that.
It's all good. Sorry. But I mean, it's all good. I mean, we had a really fast car last week, but had some unfortunate incidents. So got a fast car again tonight. So we're gonna go out there and give it hell, and just let it all hang out tonight.
Was last week Richmond, correct?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. You were inside me. I still don't know what happened to this day from last week. You were inside me. Yep. One of my teammates was behind me because I remember asking, did I squeeze him? Did I cut down off the corner or something? Because I hear Carlo. I look and nobody's there. What happened?
It was kind of that point of the tires where if you just goosed a little too much on the inside, it would just light them up. And the cars at Richmond, once you lit the tires up, it was gone. You could not see.
You couldn't bring it back either. You couldn't.
And it was either stuff it, spin it to the outside and take cars out, or try to stuff it to the inside walls. That's what I tried to go for. And
I had no idea you wrecked. Had like zero clue you wrecked until about halfway down the backstretch. I'm still up by the wall, not even trying to arc in the corner thing. You're underneath me. I'm like, oh, shit, where's Tom? Where'd Tom go? And I look in my mirror and see smoking, and whoever it was, I can't remember. I want to say Wellman, but I can't remember for certain. He's like, yeah, no, he wrecked. He's dead back there. He hit the inside wall. I was like,
yeah.
So I started thinking, like, did I pinch him? Did I hold him down? I think at that time, I was on a little bit older tires. I got off cycle somehow, some way, and you were faster than me at that time. I was just trying to hold on and not lose as much as possible, right?
Correct.
And I that's why I said, I was like, did I pinch him or something? Because and it was just so weird because Spotter's saying Carlo, and dude, there's nobody there. He's dead. He's gone.
Yeah.
Like,
and
I like Spotter's saying up there, but you need to pay attention.
Yeah. And and I know we're still like early in the race, right?
Right.
I was probably going too hard, but you know what? With the season I had, that adrenaline just being back up in the front, like I was like, I'm gonna push the envelope. You know what I mean? I want to try to get up front and get past you, and then, catch old. I think Chris Carroll was in the lead at that point in time.
Probably.
Yeah, but you know what? It didn't happen. Then we were trying to get our laps back and had some other issues there getting our laps back with some other lap down cars. But it is what it is, and we're gonna move on to Bristol, and we'll go for it tonight.
So I'm not doing much better. I'm 14th. I missed a race as well when we didn't have power. When those storms rode through. Mark Miller having a pretty good season thus far, sitting 12th in the points.
Yep.
And like I said, Lindstrom sitting 4th. I'm getting ready to kick him off the show. He's making us look bad. He's in 4th, and we're over here in freaking no man's land down here in the bottom. I've had fun, though. Let's see. Anything else y'all want to discuss? Bristol Dirt. We'll do over-under really quick, and then we're going to wrap it up as practice is already underway. All right, Tom. First one's going to be... Wait. Time out for over-under. Stages. What are they tonight?
Stages are going to be lap 30
burning.
will be stage.
We're burning, folks. He's yawning over there. We're burning.
It's been a long week. I'm exhausted. Lap 30 will be stage 1. Lap 70 will be stage 2. Then we have 55 laps finishing out the race there for stage 3. So if anyone at home can do math, help us out. I believe that's 125 laps, if I'm not mistaken.
So a fairly quick race, right? That's going to go...
Yeah.
Blink, you might miss it. So I think track position is going to be key.
Figure it's a 19 to 20 second lap time under green. So
right.
Yep.
All right. So first, tell me the stages one more time. I'm not even joking.
30 and 70.
30 and 70. All right. I even closed my eyes to envision that, so I remember.
No, guys, don't worry. Like he'll ask me about 4 more times before the race starts. He's gonna forget, so it's okay.
For sure. He's definitely he's not lying. And a lot of times everybody else thinks it's a joke, but no, I'm being serious. I didn't hear the stages, need to know the stages. Bases your whole fuel strategy and everything off of it, right? I gotta know. Usually I'm with like 6 people in Discord that won't shut up during the driver's meeting, right? They're over talking about...
You don't gotta worry about that tonight, though.
Oh, yeah, because we ain't going to pit, right?
You can make it on fuel and tires.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yep.
Except for that big old dent that's going to be in your whole right side when you hit the wall. Pull the throttle.
Well, now, real quick, I want to touch on that real quick. So, in the A Opens and most of the practice we've done all week, we've had a glitch with iRacing where the next gen cars have been extremely durable the past few weeks, right?
Yo.
Well, if anybody missed it, we got an update yesterday that made the next gen cars a lot weaker. So bouncing up against that wall is probably going to break a toe link and do all sorts of kind of damage. So really bouncing up the wall is going to be a no-no tonight, I think.
Perfect timing.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect timing for when you need it, right?
So I'm
so don't sling your rear end in it like we did last night's vehicle.
Yeah.
Your rear end could hit it. Anything can happen up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know. Good to know. All right, let's get over under going. Just rapid fire questions. I'm gonna fire at them. I don't even have these wrote down. I just think of them off the top of my head. Since the first caution's coming at lap 30, Tom Freitas, over under 50%. No, let's see. Let's see how weird that. Will the lap 30 caution? Will that be the first caution of the race? Yes or no?
No.
All right. Kel Butler, over under. Since Tom says no, first caution of the race, lap 15, before or after?
Before.
All right, we're putting Carl Lindstrom on the spot. Then Carl Lindstrom, if it's before lap 15, before lap 10.
Boy, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say under.
So you're gonna say it's gonna happen before lap 10?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some anxious people. And like I said, not all of us are used to running dirt, so.
All right, I got to throw it over to Chummy then. Chummy, over under before lap 5 or after lap 5, the first caution?
Before lap 5.
Oh my God, it means it comes back to me. I can't go no lower than lap 5, man. I gotta say, I'm gonna guess it'll come lap 7.
Okay, so now touching on that question, right?
Yeah.
Who's that driver going to bring out the first caution?
Oh gosh.
Tom Freitas? I didn't know there was another answer to even provide here.
I'm fine. That's fine.
Who's that driver going to be?
This guy.
Oh, I know who. I got it. Carl's pointing at him. I got it. I know.
Maybe.
Wild man, Kyle Weldman. He'll be
Ronnie says it's going to be him.
Okay. I think I think Wellman will be involved. I don't know if Wellman will cause it, but I think Wellman. Well, that's silly. He probably cause it too. But I'm gonna go on a limb and say he will be involved for sure.
Okay.
Kel, who brings out the first caution? I like it. We're kind of calling people out. I like this.
Who brings out the first caution?
You say me, I'm gonna disconnect you. So just be nice.
No, I wouldn't say you because you had a good night last night.
It was a fluke.
You weren't involved in any of the cautions.
Right, that was true. It was a fluke though.
That's why I won.
It's hard to say who's going to show up, but
Guys, show up tonight. It's Bristol Dirt.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's
show
a
up.
fun
We're points
race.
racing. Got a
yeah,
broadcast.
no penalties tonight. There's no penalties.
Right, right. I know
What?
all the
no penalties
sponsors
tonight.
for Front Row have paid good money. And when I say sponsors, a lot of that's Tom's own pocket. Right, that makes sure this season is broadcasted. Sam puts in countless hours trying to make the broadcast right. He sent me so much different music over the past few weeks, or few days, that he's found that we can use. He's constantly working for True Sim Productions. Gotta have drivers show up. It don't matter if drivers don't show up, right? I know it's Bristol Dirt. I get it. If you can be there, we ask it please that you are there, because I promise you, as somebody who I don't like dirt at all, I don't despise dirt, I just don't like it. I'm not very good at it. Last night was a big eye opener. I had probably one of the more funnest nights I've had on iRacing before the win ever even happened. I don't even think about that as I won, right? I truly don't. I'm just talking about the night in general. I had a blast last night on Bristol Dirt for whatever reason.
We had so much fun. Like, we were 3 wide racing last night. Honestly, it was a blast. It really was.
Right.
Yep.
I hope we get the car count tonight, because I know Sam, he loves dirt racing. He is a Lernerville fan. He's there almost every I think Friday night whenever they start up. So he's gonna be good calling. He always is good calling. He kills it up in the booth. Kills it. So check us out. We'll be going live over here on our YouTube page. If you are watching on YouTube, True Sim Productions, for the Front Row Esports Bristol Dirt Race. Is it a night race or a day race?
Night race.
Night race.
Bristol Night Dirt
Art
Race.
should be flying tonight.
Right. So it's going to be interesting. What time's green flag drop, Tommy?
Green flag will be at 9:05 Eastern.
So look for the broadcast to go live, probably about 8:50 Eastern, somewhere like that. And even if you don't watch it, just give us a thumbs up. Helps out a ton, folks. Folks, we're going to wrap it up. We've been here for a while. Tom, any closing thoughts before we hit them with the we'll see you?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the sponsors that helped put this together, True Sim Productions, and for the broadcast, Tanner, for all the work that you do for the pit party and everything like that. Of course, I got to thank Carl Lundstrom, Mark Miller, Kel Butler for joining us here on the pre-race show.
I do say, Mark Miller, have your camera on next week, son. I want to see that
Yes,
beautiful
sir.
face.
Yep.
Thank
Sir,
you.
yes,
And,
sir. I'll
you know-
brush my teeth like Tom does.
Exactly. Put on some flannel.
They didn't hear that joke off stream. I'm glad he brought that in. That's a good job. So Tom walks away looking scrubby. He comes back with a flannel on, brushed his teeth, got his hat on. He got camera ready. He said he had to use go smoke a cigarette, and he came back all prettied up. I think he put on makeup too in that time frame. I really do.
Well, yeah. You don't see it. Look right here. You don't.
Yeah,
you don't see it.
he trimmed and combed.
Yeah, right. Folks, I do want to thank y'all for tuning in. Boys, I want to thank y'all for sitting down here with us. Hope y'all enjoy the new segments. If you have a segment idea, let me know. I'm up for anything. Starting next week, we may go a little bit later when we start, and we may go into practice and let y'all see drivers on track practicing. I'm gonna work on that. Stay tuned to True Sim
Sir.
Productions. A lot coming down the pipeline. I'll let y'all know a podcast is in the works. A few other things I want to do, like top plays, stuff like that. Radioactive is in the work. So the wheels always turning here at True Sim Productions, and I want to thank all the fellas in here with me tonight, helping me with Pit Party. Let's doing a great show. I want to thank y'all for watching at home. Until next time, it's Bristol Dirt tonight, baby. Let's get it. We'll see ya. And Tom's ugly. Oh, to it, boy. Look at him smiling. He don't know if we're off or not. Are we off? Or are we on? He don't know.
I don't know. You're right.
You don't know. Are we off or are we on? Folks, we'll see ya. He still don't know. Are we off or are we not?
We're off.
We're not either. Don't cuss. We're not off. Don't cuss. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, it's been myself, Tanner Marr, Tom Friedis, with guest Kel, Mark Miller, Carl Lindstrom. Until next time, for real this time. Love y'all. Hugs. with